I know I've shown this before, but it's great to see. See her climb the steps. See her get on this narrow walkway. Almost like a balance beam. Here you go, baby. Good girl. Watch her. It's a little tough. She hoists herself up. She does really well at it. We're getting ready to go on a WooFDriver Adventure, and for those of you that haven't seen this before, sometimes I cover different topics while I'm harnessing the wolf pack up, or at least Princess, and getting the rest of the dogs ready. I like to just touch base and show everybody what it's all about. I'm proud of Princess because, again, she's over 15 and she's still really motivated to do what we do. Now, she's got a mind of her own, so I got to grab her a little bit here just to, come on, good girl. She wants to still see if there's any remnants of that treat there. But I grab her a little bit just to turn her around so she can put on her harness. A lot of Huskies, almost all Huskies, have minds of their own. You're probably familiar with them. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm just putting her harness over her neck, telling her what a good girl she is. Now, she wears an invisible fence collar. I know in my group, WooFDriver Husky Overload, which I monitor as much as possible, but I try to answer all the questions there when people have them. But the invisible fence collar, invisible fence is a wonder to me. I love it because it gives dogs the ability to, if you're watching me, I know it look a little unusual because I got the camera around my neck. Stay good, girl. And the invisible fence is a wonderful product. People say, well, does it really work with Huskies? It does. I've had much success. I've used it for pretty much as long as I've had Huskies, almost 25 years. And I've had really, really good success. If you keep batteries in the collar, keep it charged, and even today they're more advanced, you should never have your Husky leave the yard as long as he's trained or she's trained properly. So this is a little tumultuous sometimes, putting this harness on Princess because of her long hair. And inevitably you might pull a little bit and she might get a little cranky for it, but it works out once you get it right. So sometimes, come here, good girl, come here. Gotta pull her over. So I know you can't see me because I'm on the other side right now, but I'm latching on, I'm done now. So what happens is, if you could see that, this is called an H-back or walking trekking harness. There's a bunch of different names. This one actually, come on, good girl. This one actually has different attachments because it's made for the motorcycle seat, and we use it for the bike seat as well to secure her in there when we're on one of the WooFDriver tours like we're going on today. So if you can see this little area, and I'm showing you this because I challenge her in every way possible. She's always done this, but as she gets older, it's harder. This is almost like a balance beam she's on. She's going to jump down. Come on, good girl. Easily. And then she's going to go on the steps. All good for her. I'm holding her by the handle that's built in the harness so I can hoist her up into the truck. And we're walking together. And we're coming towards the vehicle. Good girl. Now, I'm going to grab this hand. Jim's going to show you how we put her up in here. Come on, good girl. Come on. Good girl. See, the steps make it really easy for her to have access to it. Now, when she's tired, like at the end of the day, it'll be harder to get her in there. I'll take that, thanks, bud. Because she has less mobility. Or she's too tired to lift her legs. And I put a pillow here, by the way. This is almost like a block because Princess, as you probably know, is pretty dominant, even in her golden age. Come on, Brittany. Back, good girl. I locked the seat in. So when the boys, we're going to let them out in one sec. When the boys come in the truck, she might nip at them, believe it or not, through the small crevice where the seat meets the back of the truck where she is. By the way, she's got her own area. We found she likes this the best because she can walk back and forth. She just paces, that's her, and that actually gives her some exercise. So I'm going to crack these windows. And Jag, when he comes out, he'll go on Princess's bed. If I'm quick enough, I'll grab you him, how he rolls around in there. It's actually pretty funny. And I closed his door so the other dogs don't get in there by accident. So the other dogs, I have my yard divided in different ways. You can let them loose. Because I can put dogs in different parts of the yard if I want to control them. And a lot of times I'll set Princess free. Come on, guys. Truck. Good boys. Come on. Here comes Zorro. No, see, he started to go where Chris's was. Come on. Chase. Chase. Here, good boy. Come on, good boy. He'll go ride right up the steps, and let's see if we can get over and see Jag. Jag's trying to roll his scent over his sister's bed. Come on, Jag. You see Jag? Come on, Jag. Good boy. Let him go up there. Good. I want to show. Watch how he does this. Now he's going to roll. Good boy. He's spreading the scent because he knows this. Oh, maybe he don't want to do it. He might be camera shy. So he don't want to do it for you today. But he usually gets up there and spreads his scent. It's all Husky's a dominance thing. I let him, this is his routine, and I let him do it because it's perfectly safe in the yard. Come on, Jack. I just don't want him to take all day. Come on, good boy. Come on. Watch him. He'll jump off open his door. Come on. No. Stay. No. That's why I want to open his door. Come on. It's okay.
Sorry, buddy. He's like,
what? Yeah. That's why. Good boy. Go ahead, Jack. That's why we usually have the door open. That's why, as I explained, I don't leave the other door open so they don't mistake themselves. Hey, put those windows all the way down, please. Thanks. So what happens is they're so well trained to get in the truck, they see an open door. And that's why I said if you're ever with your dogs out in the field, free ranging, off leash, whatever, or your dog ever gets away from you, it's a good idea to leave your truck door open. It's a good idea if you're taking them off leash, or if you're taking them for a walk in an area you feel safe at, leave your car door, leave access to the truck or car open, and the dogs can get right in there. Hi, good boy. What's it, Jack? He plowed you, didn't he? So, because the dogs will naturally just get right back in, they feel safe into their vehicle. So, if you don't know, this is Zorro, Chase, and Jag are all roughly 9.5 to 10 years old. And they all have their own water bowls. And Jag shares the seat with the co-pilot, Jim. And Princess has her own water bowl, and they have fans too. She's still doing her little pacing around. Fans in here as well. This is the truck liner, I like to call it. Jumbo jet. It's 6 doors, as you see. It's got an extra set of doors to carry all the dogs and the payload we carry. Got the Husky emblem. That's that old Brockway truck emblem. Got the WooFDriver emblem, most important. Got the dogs, more important than anything. And Jag is just gonna see if he can get into any crumbs on the floor. Sometimes we eat in here, and that's what I've got to inspect to make sure nobody left anything, and it all looks good. So, hey Jim, little cotton ball back there. You didn't have anything in your coat, did you? Because it came out of your coat. I don't know. He's Jim. I just got to check with Jim sometimes. Good boy, Jag. Good boy. What's that? Oh, so the truck is actually on lift, so it's elevated, so we can go into almost any kind of terrain, and that's what we do. And that's why I say I try to broadcast almost every WooFDriver Adventure, because where we travel, not many people go to some of the areas where we try to find the most obscure, off the grid paths we can. You can hear Jag yelling at Jim, "This is my area." That's why Jag travels with Jim and not the other dogs, because dogs can take on different personalities. They can be, especially dogs like Jag. He was always a little unsure of himself. I've worked a lot of that out of him. But when they travel and put him in different situations, here he is, they can take on different personalities. So he can act a little aggressive when he's in a car, because the car moves, the truck moves, whatever. They don't feel as comfortable. So when he doesn't feel as comfortable, fear comes out of them, and through fear they can actually show some aggressiveness. And obviously he needs some of my Wolf Dreams relaxation music. So when we ride, when he's back with the person, he's better, but he can still let him know, hey, I'm here. That's just his personality for being as timid as he used to be. He does really well. And but if he's with the other dogs, that can be a little contentious, especially if I put him with a dog like Princess, though they're great buds out in the field. if they're confined in a small area and the car or truck starts moving and one of them thinks, oh, you plowed into me, and it wasn't purposely, it's just because of the car or truck, that can start an issue. Whereas Chase and Zorro are very comfortable with themselves and they don't have any issues like that. But all dogs are different, all different personalities, so we want to be sure to know canine body language as much as we can, and we learn from our dogs. You know, we know when they're hungry. They stand a certain way, they bark at us, they act a certain way, whatever. So that's reading canine body language, and that's what I'm talking about, and that's how you can start anticipating some behaviors, and it really helps with training them and knowing what they're comfortable with and setting them up for situations that they're not comfortable in when you have control of it, so you can teach them how to be comfortable or comfort them how to be, at least tolerate a certain situation without letting it upset them. So a little bit of training pointers here. Once again, I'm your WooFDriver, just trying to show you my hat. I'm not from Vermont, we're in Maryland, but we travel all over, so I have hats that read all different states' names, all that good stuff. Look forward to seeing you on the trail. I'll give you updates depending where we're going today, and hopefully we can do a broadcast. See you soon, WooFDriver.